Hi everyone, happy Friday. Just here to talk about the CCT today. So the course culminating task, it's worth 30% of your final mark because we don't have a final exam. So it is an important thing that we need to start thinking about. Today I'm asking for your CCT thesis, which I want to clarify is not just a thesis for an essay. It's actually a thesis for all of the CCT. So you have to perform 3 tasks for this. The first one is an essay, either narrative, persuasive, or argumentative. The second is a podcast, either audio or visual. And the third is a remix. You're going to complete a remix next week for the serial unit. So you will have had experience with all of those things by then. And hopefully we'll have a chance to kind of choose and, play to your strengths. You're going to be choosing one of the theories, archetypal, feminist, or post colonial, to apply to your novel for this analysis. So the thesis for all 3 of those things can be slightly different. You want to have a thesis today that indicates which theory you're going to use to analyze your CCT novel. You want to indicate where you want to go with that theory. But then there's so many things you can do with it in each of those stages. So your essay might focus on one aspect of that theory analysis. Your podcast might be a little bit different and just take it on a little bit of a different course, but they're all really related. So that's kind of what I'm looking for today. You will have a portfolio due the Tuesday before the holidays, and that will kind of outline what your plan is to complete all 3 of those tasks. But today, it's just that idea of where am I starting? And a lot of you noticed with the essay that you started here and you thought you'd kind of go across and end here. And instead you did start here, but you kind of veered off and took it in another direction. And that's totally fine and is a natural process as you start to work. So right now it's kind of a general idea. Before the holidays, we'll have the portfolio plan in place so that you can be thinking about it, kind of processing those ideas. And then after the holiday, you have quite a bit of time to focus on the CCT. We'll be just finishing up Unit 4 at that point, and then really focusing on this for the last 3 weeks. And that's it. We're going to be done. So you're doing a great job. I also wanted to mention that the 2 discussions that are due before the holidays are open now. They'll close at their regular dates. So one will close next Friday and one will close the Friday after. But I know some of you are keen to get a head start on that, and those close on those dates. There's no extensions. So even if you're, leaving early for holidays, you want to get that in before you leave. And remember, negotiating extensions before due dates with anticipated completion dates for approval. Some people are still emailing and saying it'll be in next week. That's not okay, right? This is a 4U level course. We need to take responsibility and really own what we're doing here. Okay, so you're doing great. We've got this. We're almost done. And keep emailing me your questions. Blog number 3 feedback's coming, and hopefully that'll be helpful in knowing about which theory. But I think a lot of you have a really good grasp of what theory works best for your analysis. Okay, take care. Have a great weekend.